Cup Bristol Rovers vs Norwich City prediction, team news, lineups preview. A fourth-round trip to Liverpool awaits the winners of Wednesday's FA Cup third-round replay between League One outfit Bristol Rovers and Championship club Norwich City at the Memorial Stadium. The two teams played out 1-1 draw in the reverse fixture at Carrow Road on January 6, with Grant Ward cancelling out an early opener from Ashley Barnes. Match preview. Bristol Rovers are still searching for their first victory of the new year as their draw with Norwich was sandwiched between two League One defeats away against Wycombe Wanderers and Barnsley, losing 2-1 to the latter last weekend. Chris Martin scored midway through the second half, his fifth league goal in his last three matches, to cancel out an opener from Devontae Cole. But Barnsley restored their advantage just 5 minutes later through Corey O'Keefe to condemn the Pirates to their 9th league defeat of the campaign. Matt Taylor has won 4, drawn 2 and lost 4 of his first 10 games in charge of Bristol Rovers, who sit 11th in the League One table, 11 points above the relegation zone and 13 points behind the playoff positions. Bristol Rovers now shift their focus to Wednesday's clash with Norwich and will endeavour to progress to the FA Cup fourth round for the first time since the 2007-2008 season when they reached the quarter-finals. The Pirates will welcome a return to the Memorial Stadium where they are unbeaten in their last 9 matches across all competitions, including 6 wins, while they have advanced from both of their previous 2 FA Cup ties against Norwich, albeit back in 1912-13 and 1963-64. After drawing their opening 2 games of 2024 by a 1-1 scoreline, including the aforementioned FA Cup clash with Bristol Rovers, Norwich claimed their first victory of the new year away against Hull City last Friday, winning 2-1 in the Championship. Jonathan Rowe scored his 12th goal of the season to open the scoring before Christian Fasnacht doubled Norwich's lead 2 minutes from time, and although Hull pulled one back through Tyler Morton in stoppage time, the Canaries held on to claim maximum points and end a 3-game winless league run. David Wagner's men have climbed up to 11th place in the Championship table and they remain firmly in contention to claim a playoff spot, as they only sit 2 points behind 6th-placed Coventry City with 19 games still remaining. Norwich enter Wednesday's clash with Bristol Rovers seeking to progress to the FA Cup fourth round for the 4th time in the last 5 seasons. While they have won their last 2 visits to the Memorial Stadium by an aggregate score of 5-0. However, it is fair to say that the Canaries are not fanatics of an FA Cup replay as they have been eliminated from their last 5 such matches in the competition, with all 5 taking place in the third round between 2007-2008 and 2017-18. Team news. Bristol Rovers trio James Wilson, Jordan Rossiter and Grant Ward all remain sidelined with injuries, while James Connolly is cup-tied having previously played in the early rounds of this season's FA Cup on loan at Morecambe. Lewis Gordon is doubtful and will be assessed ahead of kickoff, but Jack Hunt will be pushing to start at right wing-back after making his comeback from injury as a second-half substitute against Barnsley last weekend. Taylor is unlikely to make too many changes to his starting lineup, so a midfield triumvirate of Anthony Evans, Sam Finley and Luke McCormick is set to operate behind strikers Chris Martin and Giovanni Brown. As for Norwich, Wagner will consider reverting to a similar side that faced Bristol Rovers in the reverse fixture after making 7 changes to his starting lineup for the Championship win at Hull last weekend. George Long could return between the sticks at the expense of Angus Gunn, while Kellen Fisher, Danny Bath, Grant Hanley and Ben Gibson will all be pushing to start in defence. Adam Forshaw and Liam Gibbs could link arms in centre midfield, while Joshua Sargent will hope to fend off competition from Adam Ida for another start as the central striker in front of Ashley Barnes. Bristol Rovers' possible starting lineup: Cox, Grant, Connolly, Croma, Thomas, Evans, Finley, Vale, McCormick, Martin, Brown. Norwich City possible starting lineup: Long, Fisher, Bath, Gibson, Giannoulis, Forshaw, Gibbs, Rowe, Barnes, Hernandez, Sargent. We say, Bristol Rovers 1-2 Norwich City. Both teams will be motivated by the prospect of facing Liverpool in the fourth round and will fancy their chances of success on Wednesday. Particularly Bristol Rovers on home soil if Norwich decide to make several changes to their lineup. However, Wagner should still select a strong enough team capable of getting the job done this time around to avoid a cup upset. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.